Hey guys, I'm Marta Geek. In this video, I have an unboxing and hands-on look of another monitor for the Xbox Series S. Yes, for the Xbox Series S. Like last year I actually did a video for the Xbox Series S that was pretty cool, and it didn't add too much footprint to the device itself. This one is actually a lot bigger and a lot more better when it comes to spec-wise. This is from DEPGI. Integrated monitor, like you see right here. Over here it says 15.6 inches, HDR, FreeSync compatibility, OD support. Over here in the back, you can see the system as well. Stronger function, multiple interfaces, and that's it. Nothing that much special. Keep in mind, I put everything back here in the box just like I always do. And I already been using it for almost a week already, and just like every time, I just try to put things back the way it was in the box. So here it has this right here, which is, make sure you save it, don't throw this away, this is very important. We got this little box right here. I'll take this out first, little foam there. We got this little box right here, which in this box, we're going to show you guys, it has a lot of the essential things you're going to need. Like, for example, the power cable for the system. And over here, you got instruction manual, right? Instruction manual there. This is the HDMI cable you're going to need to connect the system to the monitor. You got a remote control. And this is how the remote control actually looks. Look at that. Has the power button, source button, volume button, up and down, function 1, function 2, menu, exit, and scale. And that's it. It uses AAA batteries, which I put myself. They're not included. And it also comes with this right here. This right here that lets you actually screw the system to the Xbox Series S like almost permanently. That way it doesn't actually fall off. But I didn't really use it that way. So here we got the monitor right here. So we're gonna go ahead and try to take this out. Okay, we got that out. We got this out. And we got the other side out. Let's hold this for a second right there. And voila. There you have it. So this right here is how the item looks when it's closed and not put on the system. This HDMI right here, this one right here is 1440p 60 hertz, 1440p 144 hertz. So like you see, this monitor is actually compatible with 144 hertz, 144 frames per second. That's freaking awesome. And of course, you got the power cord there, and you got two headphone jacks. So there he looks like that. And that. Now this right here is where you're gonna use those screws if you're actually gonna leave it like permanently on the system. And that's it. This actually comes out. That way it makes it easier to actually put the system together. I'm gonna put that there. And here, let's gonna show you guys a couple of the buttons you got here. You got two speakers, which I believe they're 3 watts each. And here you got the power button. You got left and right or up and down button for volume. You got enter button, source button, and the menu button right there. That's all. Those are all the only buttons you're actually gonna need. And that's it. You got the brand right there, the DEPGI. And that's it. So of course this is 15.6 inches HDR, and it's actually, which is awesome, it's actually compatible with 144 hertz. And remember, this is actually the max output. The max output for this is 2K, 1440p. That's what the monitor is actually compatible. The monitor is actually a 2560 by 1440p. That's what the monitor is capable of. And it's also, I believe, the max output for the Series S is actually 120 hertz. So this has no problems taking 120 hertz, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. And that's it. So this is how it goes, right? Now, right now, since I'm not gonna actually put the screws right now, because I just wanna show you guys how it actually works without putting the screws. I'm gonna go ahead and use this right here, which is actually used to actually put it together, or make sure it actually sticks together without using the screws. Okay, so right now we're gonna go ahead and put just this right here like that, right? And that what it's gonna do is that it's actually gonna hold it together. Like, see right there, it's gonna hold it together without having to actually use the screws yet, because I'm just doing this right now temporarily. But like I said, if you want to have everything like permanently put up together, just put the screws on and that's it. So now that we have it all together, what we want to do right now is go ahead and put the cables in, right? But first of all, before I actually do that, I'm just going to show you guys all the ports that are actually going to be visible while this system is connected, hooked up together. So like you see there, you're not actually blocking any port whatsoever of the Xbox Series S. You got the power cord, you got the storage expansion port right there, you got HDMI out, you got the 2 USB-A's, and you got the Ethernet port right there visible as well. Plus you got the also the ports for the monitor, the power, and the headphone jacks. So what we're gonna do right here, I'm gonna go ahead and connect it to the power over here, just like that. That's already connected to the power. We're gonna connect the power to the Xbox. This is the power cord that goes on the Xbox. Yep, kind of flimsy right there. Kind of flimsy. And I'm gonna go ahead and connect the Xbox HDMI out using the small cable that actually comes with it, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and use it on HDMI number 2, because HDMI number 2 is actually the one that's compatible with 120 hertz, 144 hertz. So that's where you want to actually put it. So we're gonna go ahead and use number 2. Number 1 is still good because it still is gonna give you a 1440p 60 hertz. But you want to put it on number 2 because the Xbox Series S is capable of pushing 120 hertz. And maybe some indie games, it might be able to push 140 for it. I don't think so. But I think the limit of the Xbox Series S is actually 120 hertz, 1440p, which is good enough for the type of system it is. So there you have it. We got that connected. We got that monitor open right there. Let's go ahead and turn this on right there. You're going to see the brand splash screen popping up. Oh, I turned it off or on. I think I turned it off. Okay, there you go. Voila! So we're going to go ahead and turn the Xbox on. Turn the Xbox on right there. We should see the logo coming off. Is it? Okay, yeah. I was worried if it was actually connected to the other, the source, because I was actually using the Nintendo Switch with the console at the same time while using the Xbox Series S, because since it has 2 inputs, you can actually connect another device to the monitor and switch between them using the source button right here. Okay, so it says it's preparing the console. I think I accidentally turned it off the wrong way. That's why it's actually doing that. Normally it would just start like the normal Xbox One, but I guess I did something wrong when I turned it off. Okay, so finally I signed into my account. I have the system going on, and like you see there, freaking awesome 15.6 inches of screen real estate, which is awesome because remember, this is 15.6 inches, 2560 by 1440p, 144 hertz, which is amazing. So when you're playing games like, for example, this game right here, which is called High and Life, you know, look at that, the colors and everything. It looks very, very, very damn good. It looks gorgeous. Yeah. Speakers are loud. I believe they're like 3 watts each, so they're pretty loud. And of course, if you don't want to listen to the speakers, you can always put your headphones right here on the controller, or excuse me, you can actually use the headphones on the outside of the system, behind the system. Other than that, it looks awesome. It adds, it does add a lot of size to the system when you think about it, because the system is this small right here. And look at all the real estate it's actually adding to the system. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Another thing, I don't know if they actually sell this with a case, but they send it to me without a case. Okay, so right now, this is how big it is. And, I don't know if there's a case or not. There should be a case, because if you're traveling with this, you want to have it properly stored where, it wouldn't get damaged if you are carrying it around, especially if you're traveling. You don't want to damage the screen or the system. If we go to settings, which I wanted to show you guys how this system recognizes the monitor, display settings. Right now I have it over here. You can put it at 1440p. Keep that in mind. Right now it was not at 1440p because we had to restart the console from the beginning. So when you first put it in, it's going to be at 1080p. Make sure you actually put it at 1440p, because that's what this system is capable of. And same thing goes with a monitor. Okay, refresh rate, you can go ahead and put it 120 hertz. 120 hertz, because that's what this monitor is capable of, and that's what the system is capable of. So we got right there 140p and 120 hertz. Let's see something here. 4K detail. Your TV setup doesn't support 4K UHD 120 hertz because this is not 4K. This is 1440p, not 4K. So that's why those are red. Your TV setup supports native 144p at 120 FPS. That's what we want to see there. Make sure it actually is recognizing me. Of course, everything else is not compatible, like HDR10 is not compatible. Dolby Vision for gaming, it's not compatible. Watching movies in 4K, not compatible, because like I said, this is not a 4K screen. This is a 2K screen. So of course everything is going to be red, but the one that really matters for this screen and for this system is your TV setup supports up to native 1440p at 120 hertz. That's what actually matters here on this TV with the system, right? Another thing that I want to show you guys is that the system, the screen, that's going to zoom in there a little bit more. Now, what I wanted to show you guys here in settings is that right now the monitor, you can actually see that the monitor actually recognizes that's actually connected to a 2560 by 1440 at 120 hertz. You can actually see that it's actually recognizing the connection, which is something that you want to see. Of course, here, this is what you could do. You could control volume, temperature. Go back. You can also see this right here: sharpness, blackness level, OCR, ECL, which is the gaming settings. You can change it to game, movie. You got photo, standard, RTS, FPS 2. And FPS 1 for me is the one that I like the most. You got low blue light, noise reduction, color temperature, gamma, hue, saturation. So what else? You got that. You got here, you got volume control. You got volume, treble, bass, balance, and mute. And you got input sources, HDMI 2, FreeSync. I'll show you input sources. FreeSync, OD is off, HDR is auto. This is what auto power saving mode. You got languages, transparency, timeout, and reset. And basically that's it. That's all the things you can actually do in here. And by the way, the cool thing here also is that if you're playing video games here and you want to have another console connected, like I told you before, you can actually use both HDMI ports at the same time. Right now I connected the Nintendo Switch, and I can actually use the controller here, change the sources right here, boom, change sources right there, and I'm gonna be playing Nintendo Switch. Look at that, Nintendo Switch right here and the Xbox Series S at the same time. Ain't that freaking awesome? Look at that. Yeah, baby. So I can be playing over here with the Xbox Series S on the go using a nice, beautiful 15.6 inches. Of course, the Nintendo Switch is not capable of a 120 hertz, so it is totally good enough to be on the second port, which only gives you 144p with 60 hertz. That's perfectly good for the Nintendo Switch because it's never gonna reach that. Okay, so we're gonna pause here, right? Pause there, and if I want to switch back again, just hit the source button, switch over there, and voila! Come on, here you go, and we go back into gaming, playing High on Life. There you go. That's how it is. That's how it is. So yeah, that's how it works. Like I said, I've been playing with this console for over a week already. I've been trying it out, and it actually plays really good. All the games that I tried out, like for example, High in Life, I did try it out for the first time here using this system. Very good game, by the way, and very funny as well. I also Hi-Fi Rush, amazing, looks great on the screen as well. I also play Forza, which of course looks beautiful wherever you put it at, and great. You're gonna run this at 100, like I said, 120 hertz. Playing Forza on this screen, it's just freaking awesome. And I also played the other game, Shadow Warrior 3, I think it is, which is a first-person shooter, which is kind of crazy. Really nice, really cool game. First time trying it out here using Game Pass. And that's it. But yeah, I'll leave you with a little bit of gameplay. Keep in mind, this system goes for around $399, of course, but there's always discounts going on Amazon, and I'll leave links in my descriptions for this monitor, and most likely in my descriptions, you're also going to see some, if I got some discount codes for this monitor, you're going to find it in the bottom. Now, keep in mind, this company also sells other versions of these screens for the Xbox Series S, which they are like 12 inches, I believe it is, and there's another one which is like 11.6 inches, very comparable to the one that I did last year. But of course, those do not have better specs than this one. This is the best of the best. This is 14.6, 2K screen, 144 hertz, which is awesome to have on the go. Honestly, one of the best screens for the Xbox Series S if you want to play gaming on the go. That's awesome. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about it. And like I said, check the video descriptions for some discounts here and there, and the link for this monitor as well. Thanks for watching. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.